Hey guys, welcome to another Donaron Monologue podcast. I am your solo host, Beau. And before we go any further, we want to thank our sponsor again, Ashley Luann K on Instagram. Check her out through the links we have provided. It provides information on education, lifestyle, occupation of nursing. So if you have any questions about nursing, we strongly encourage you to check out her. The Instagram format is you'll be surprised how handy that is for gathering information. So guys, today we started on Sunday. I hope you guys enjoyed the very first episode of Donaron Disco Elysium. We're taking a really weird approach to it, where I've not played the game. Don has played the game religiously and scoped out several different pathways to take on it. So we're doing the cast a little differently in that he is disco mastering the game for me as though we're sitting at a tabletop. And guys, I loved the episode. He said that a lot of my choices were aligning with what happens in the game, and it's a lot of fun. And it's challenged something that I do every single time I play video games where there are moral choices, and that is anytime I have a video game where I have moral choices, I am the Boy Scout. I play as good as I can, 100% Paladin. And everyone always scoffs when I say that, and that so the thesis today, why I do that, why I go so a lawful good, so moral high ground when I play these games. And the very first reason was what I was just about to mention. Everyone always scoffs when I say I do that, which tells me no one else is playing it this way, which means I can enjoy the game a way almost no one else is enjoying it, because everyone wants to be edgy, because that's just the world we live in. Everyone wants to be super edgy, and it's because we're not watching enough shonen anime. Parents, raise your kids on shonen, because I love Goku, I love Naruto, I love these characters that do the right thing because it's the right thing. I love Jonathan out of all the JoJos. I love Jonathan, the true gentleman. Speedwagon was right. That guy's got something going on. So the thing is. In stories, yes, it's very interesting to see characters we can relate to, because that's why we like the anti-hero, right? We can relate to him because he's not perfect, right? He's imperfect. He's got a lot of edge, man. He's been through some stuff. That's why I had Game of Thrones shoved down my throat every time I had to try a conversation with anyone that was remotely nerdy, was because they're just real people, man. They're just real people. Do you know what I see every day when I walk out my door, when I go to work, when I talk to my family? Real people. They're all around me. Real life's happening all around. Art should imitate life, but I don't think it should be real life, man. Like, let's have some fun with it. There's a place for art that directly reflects reality. There's a place where art can have that message and that clear ring. But like in fantasy, like in Star Wars, nah, dude, I'm just gonna be straight Jedi. Like, I'm gonna tell you that right now. In Baldur's Gate, lawful good paladin almost every time. I love it because in those situations, again, I want to be clear, it's very cool for art to have super flawed, relatable people that you could join on that journey. But in like fantasy and stuff, I like having a hero of high ideals, because when they fail to meet those ideals, it's interesting. When those ideals get challenged, it's interesting. When they come to a situation where upholding those ideals clearly presents something that later will present a failing of those ideals, that's interesting. If the character doesn't have such vaunted ideology, those situations can't happen. Like, if the character like flatly tells, first off, I don't like a character that we flatly know is going to do whatever it takes to get the job done, because then there's no conflict, and when there's no conflict, there's no story. And again, I'm speaking in fantasy. This is the last time I'm going to mention it. I don't want to hammer on it the whole time. I'm speaking in fantasy and action adventure fiction and things like that. Of course, I would not want a drama where everyone has these. And again, this is only the MC. I love when the MC can interact with a character who doesn't. Another character that is sort of the anti-hero, and I like when they can clash because of that. Best example I give, Goku and Vegeta, man. It's awesome. It works so well. But these characters work great because of those reasons. Naruto is a great example of a character with high ideals and having them challenged a lot or being told they're foolish and stuff like that. It's interesting. I love playing that. Disco Elysium, if you listen to it, it's going to be interesting because I think in our second episode that we did, I even mentioned to Dawn at one point, because Dawn kind of scoffed at one of my decisions, knowing this about me, that I always do lawful good, knowing that the person that I was choosing not to beat up was in fact so deserving of a beat up, horrible person. But no, that wasn't the situation. It was something because, and I shot back, well, this is a gray area because Disco Elysium is a big mob of gray area, and it sounds like it's beautifully done. I can't wait to play it after I'm done playing with Dawn. But yeah, that's sort of the reason I like these, and I hear it all the time, like, I hate Boy Scouts, man. I hate Boy Scouts. Ugh. You hate badly written Boy Scouts is what you hate. You hate the ones where the writer doesn't present anything to challenge those vaunted ideologies. That's what you hate. You don't hate that character that's stupid. That character doesn't exist. Why would you hate it? And the characters that you do hate, it's probably because the writer wanted you to hate them, so you're supposed to feel that way. It's like when people watch wrestling and they're like, ugh, I just hate that. I just hate that guy. I just hate that guy. Yes, he's doing his job well then. That's what you're supposed to feel. It doesn't make any sense to me why people would take it so personally. It's fiction, but so that's sort of the and knowing that about me, I hope you'll enjoy the Disco Elysium episode so much more because I'm playing this character in an intense gray area, and it's actually, I'll admit, it's a lot of fun. But so the thesis, if I had to give this video a thesis, I would say why I always pick good in games where I could choose between good and evil. But also, if I had to give this a subtitle, I would say why you should watch me roleplay Disco Elysium with Dawn on our podcast, because it's been a lot of fun and it's challenged the way I approach these games. So, excuse me. Last Sunday, we just had our first episode. Please go check that out. And remember, the May 31st episode of Donneron was our Xenogears finale special. It's over, and I issued a challenge. If that video on YouTube gets 1,000 likes, or that podcast on any one of our platforms, but all on the same one, gets 1,000 downloads, I will quit my job and I will play Xenosaga all the way through. Every minute of my play will be recorded. If it's not on Twitch, it'll be on YouTube straight. And if we achieve both those milestones, 1,000 downloads on any one of our repositories, or 1,000 likes on YouTube, I will do it. I will do that same thing, but in cosplay the whole time. So, guys, strongly encourage you to go download that. It's going to be it's a great episode. It's a farewell to our favorite series we've ever done, and check out Disco Elysium and see how I'm playing the disco guy, how I'm playing Henry. It's been a lot of fun. It's been great, and I think you'll really enjoy it. The first episode, of course, was on June 7th, and we'll have looks like this is going to be a pretty long series too. Not quite Xenogears long, but pretty long. So, guys, as always, stay safe. Thank you so much for the support. Like, share, subscribe. Click the little bell, and you'll be notified when we're coming back on. And start downloads of those podcasts, because I can't wait to tell my boss to shove it.